I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on how the asparagus took, and it's doing really well. I'm just going to bring you over to the little greenhouse here, and this is our asparagus. So today we're going to upplant them all, and let's get to it, guys. I'm going to bring you back over here. So if you're anything like me, I love asparagus. And I know sometimes the first year it could be woody, but either way it is good. By the second year, it's well worth it. It comes back every year. It's a perennial, not an annual, so that's even better news. So let's get to it. I'm going to grab them and we're going to start upplanting them. This is 2 weeks worth of growth. Isn't that lovely? Lovely 2 weeks worth of growth. So I'm just going to set a few things up and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I have everything ready for our uppotting. I have all the pots that I wish to do. What I've done is I've put all the soil in each pot, dampened it first, made a hole into it so we don't bother the roots once we take them out of this one. So let's get to it, guys. I'm just going to turn you guys down so you can see the pots. We're going to start with number one. So what I like to do is just pull them out. Try and not hurt the rooting system at all. Just do very gently out. Push it all the way down in the hole. And then what I'll do is I'll grab more moistened soil while holding the plant of the asparagus slightly up, barely touching it at all because we don't want to shock the poor plant. And go to the next one. Push it as far down the hole as you can. More pre-moistened soil. Right to the rim of the pot, like so. And I like to water from the holes below, so all my pots do have holes in the bottom because I bottom water. Now I started these, as you know, a couple weeks ago, and these came out so good. Make sure the roots are all the way down, holding the stems up. More soil. Now my soil, I've already have fertilizer in it to help the asparagus take off more. Push from the bottom. Bring the plant out. Put it in, just hold it up nice and tall so you're not hurting the roots whatsoever. Because seedlings do not like their roots disturbed very much. And asparagus can be funny that way sometimes. So that's why you really don't want to handle them too much. Get more soil. Push that down. Oop, we got that root slightly pulled out of the dirt. Just going to make a new hole for it. Get a lot of this dampened soil here to help it. There. Now as the stalk grows, it will go nice and up. Right now the starters, they grew quite fast. where I could get them up potted. So hopefully I haven't damaged anything. I don't think I have. I was so surprised on how fast they grew. Last time I grew them, they didn't take this fast. I guess the conditions were just perfect this year. We've got a couple more to do. Push that all the way in, holding the stems up. Sorry if my arm is in your way. I think I'll move the camera so you guys can see a little bit better. So we're just gently holding the stalks. I'm just gonna move you over so you can watch a little bit without my arm being in the way. So, I don't know if I mentioned it to you, but I usually have planted asparagus in the past by like them already being planted. I'll usually get them from Beck's, not sponsored by any means. But this year I wanted to try them by seed, and I'm very happy on how well they did. Almost every seed that I planted grew. And when that happens, you know, as a gardener, we're all very pleased when that happens. Okay. I'll push this down. This is a little bit smaller of a plant, but that's okay. I'm going to try something new this year. I'm going to try container growing these. I have really old wash stands from like the 1950s. I want to try a few of the plants in there and see if they come up every year. I know I live in a cold zone, so that might not work, so I'm not going to put all the plants in there. I might just do a few. More soil, lift top. They're a little bit flimsy right now. That's because I've slightly shocked them. So, and that's the end result. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bottom water just so it has some water and they can take again. I'm just going to add a bit more soil to this one. And this plant here. They look really healthy, and I will be turning the fan on so their stalks can start to get strong with the light breeze from the fan. Let me get my towel so I can wipe my hands off. Perfect. I'm just going to add my water. And now these will not go back in the greenhouse. These will go on the heating pad. And I'll just lift you up so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to take this over to the heated pad. And let it sit. So that is up potting asparagus. Now I have a few other plants I wanted to up pot today. I bought these plants from Home Depot a few weeks ago. They come into a package like this. They're supposed to be 100% guaranteed. I followed the instructions 100%, and I will show you. I only got 4 out of this one, but this one, I got 5. And these are watermelon, seedless watermelon plants. So because they're doing so well, the ones that did take, even though the package does say 100% guaranteed to root all. The roots are starting to come out. So I want to up pot these as well today. So I thought I'd bring you around for the ride of that as well. So I'm just gonna get my tray. And I'm gonna get my soil. Make sure if you're using old pots from previous years that you've washed them before, because you can contaminate or cause plant disease between plants. It looks like I'm almost out of this dirt. Don't worry, I have more already set up right here. So this is already my sterilized soil. That's why it's already set up like this. I have it all set up for all the planting I need to do this year. So there's 5. We have 2, 4. Okay, we have 5. We have 9 plants. So I need another 4 more pots. Just go up to my handy dandy area here. And we'll just get some more pots. I like to reuse pots from the greenhouses. Why throw them away when we can use them? Nice recycling. As long as they're not cracked, just remember to sterilize them. Alrighty. 1 more. Alrighty. So all we're going to do is take the ones that took, and we're just going to place them down. I'm going to place them probably about here on the plant so it can really take hold. This one. See all the roots coming out? So it's perfect time to up pot them. 2 more. Now I don't know why they would say 100%, but they definitely were not 100%. I'm going to even break it apart and see if there was a seed in there. Doesn't look like it. Anywho, enough of that. So we're just going to make a hole in the pot. Press it down. One good thing about these little pods is you're not bothering the root system. So for up potting, that is great news, because then you know you're not damaging the roots. Well, this is the first time I've ever tried this product. So as it goes through the summer, through the season, I'll keep updating you on them and the first watermelon that we actually break open to eat. Now these ones, I thought I'd try my hand at vertical watermelon growing. I always thought it was kind of neat. I've seen other YouTube channels that do that, and I'm like, why not? Let's try it. Make a hole. Fill the pot with dirt. So just move these down. I'm actually gonna turn you down a little bit more so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So all I'm doing, I'm making a hole for enough for the pod to go down. Push it down, and we're going to fill it up. And repeat. I think I have a little bit too much dirt in that pot. I can always add. I want a really good root system before I plant these in the garden, especially if I'm going to try vertical growing. I like to know what they place the actual seed in. You can see right there, it's like a gummy substance. I'm not sure what it is, and it doesn't say on the package. So we're going to put our last one in. Make sure that's all nice and full. Get rid of the dust. And I'm just going to transfer these. Lift you off. Just going to transfer these to a clean tray because this one has a whole bunch of dirt in it from potting up. And we're going to bottom water. As you probably heard me 1,000 times, that's the way I like to water, is by watering, so I know the roots are getting their water. And that way you're also not causing fungus growing on the top. So we'll just go like this. Place them all around. I have one that fell over. There we go. And let me grab my water. I left it out the door here. I'll be back in a jiffy. So we'll bottom water these. Give it a good fair amount, because I did let some of the pods do slightly dry out, not all the way, just to make it easier for up potting. Since I've never used the product before, I just wanted to make sure that the root system would stay intact. So, and these I will be putting under the grow light on a heated mat as well. So these will go over here. The heat mat is already on medium, and I will turn on my grow light. I would if I plugged it in. Excuse me for a moment. Plant a few of these in there. There we go. And we'll turn on the next one too, because we're going to need that as well. So it's on the heated mat and it's under a grow light. And then I rotate my plants from shelves as they grow. I'll take them away from the light more. So now I thought I'd try something different. We're going to go back to the asparagus because I do have a whole nother tray of asparagus and I wanted to try them in one of these pots. So whatever I plant in one of these buckets, I'm going to plant these ones in the the old wash tub I have, and then the other ones that I up potted into the ground. So I'm going to pre-moisten the soil. Let that sit for a minute, and I'm going to go get the other tray of asparagus. And we're going to up pot our asparagus. I'm just going to move you guys over here so you can see exactly what I'm doing. There we go. Just turn you down. And here it is. We're all ready. It's pre-moistened. Just mix the soil up some more just to make sure that we get the water to the bottom, because this is all pre-potting soil, brand new, and it was sterilized, so it makes it a little bit more fluffier and drier. So all we're going to do is we're going to flip the plant out, and we're just going to make little holes. And we're going to build the dirt up around and repeat. And we're going to place them about 2.5 to 3 inches apart. You want to build the soil up around the stem. So I always put my fingers in between the stems and tilt over and give a little push at the back of the pot that I use. This is a nice healthy one. I'll just mound that there. I do have a lot of soil ready, so I will be filling this up even more. This is a lonely stem, so plant him by himself a little closer to that one. I try to put 2 to 3 seeds per planter pod. Ooh, I lost the soil on that one. I hope I didn't ruin the roots. I'm going to put a lot of soil around that one. Should have let the soil dry out a little bit before doing this, but we should be okay as long as we don't handle the roots with our bare hands. We should be okay. We shouldn't shock them too much. Actually, I think they'll be a lot happier in this soil because it has a lot of nutrients in it. Extra fertilizer I put in. Working out well. This one's a big healthy one. I really pile the dirt up along that one to hold him. Push that like that. Get the root out. Oh, this one doesn't want to come out. He likes his home. Push. There you go. Make a deep, deep hole. Oh, hope I didn't kink him. Nope, I didn't kink him. Okay. Just a few more to go. I have a couple from my other tray. Actually, this might be better if I just dump some of this in here. Squeeze it out. Well, that's why I have roots going through the bottom already, and it's only been 2 weeks since I planted these. Be gentle, shelly. Make sure they're staying up straight, because we really want these to be nice and lush. I'm just gonna turn it this way, it's easier for me to grab. Pinch and plop. Nice healthy one. Another hole. Pinch and flop. So excited. There's my asparagus sign. We'll put that over there. I just can't wait to plant these. Asparagus is so delicious. Pickled, roasted. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to eat it. Won't be eating it this year because asparagus tends to be woody the first year. But after that, every year it just gets better and better as it comes back. That's a good root ball there. Give it lots of soil. A couple more in here that I want to plant. In this hole. I have one more. I have enough room for 2 more. Maybe? I might just put these 3 together. So pinch, let's go. Since there is only a couple together here, pinch and let it fall out. Pinch and let it fall out. Come on, dirt ball. There we go. Perfect. Oh, didn't even realize I had those 3 in there. I'm gonna find a spot for them. Pinch and let it come out. I think we can put them right here. Because by the time they're up potted for the last time, they're going into a very large wash tub. So, what I'm going to do, dump the dirt from their pods that was left over, just gently make mounds and let them stand all back up again. There. Then they have their original soil. So there's about 16 plants in here. This will have to be washed. All the dirt. I don't want to reuse the soil from these plants that just came out of my cells because that's cross-contamination and we don't want that. So we're just going to make sure that these are all nice and firmly in. Perfect. And these ones are going to go on a heat lamp. No, these ones are not going to go on a heat lamp. These ones are just going to go under a grow light. So we're going to put these. Yeah, we'll put these ones here. Under the grow lamp. Let me just fix that. Perfect. So let's go check out what we did today. So we up potted our asparagus and we up potted our seedless watermelon. And then we also did the asparagus that will be going into the wash stand. So it is major season, major time for planting now. So I will be doing lots of planting, lots of tutorials. So my next video will probably be on tomatoes, 5 things that we should be planting now at the end of March, beginning of April for my zone 3 and 4. So if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next week. Every Sunday, guys. Have a great day now. Bye now.